You've probably done everything YouTube tells you to do. Better titles, cleaner thumbnails, tighter hooks, and still felt like growth is arbitrary. You're doing the work, you're filming consistently, but every upload still feels like a cost instead of something that compounds. And that's dangerous, because if YouTube stays a recurring workload instead of a leverage play, it slowly becomes the thing you resent instead of the things that grows your brand. Most creators don't quit because they fail. They quit because the effort stops making sense. In this video, I'll show you why most YouTube advice focuses on the wrong layer of growth. If they want a channel that compounds, so your content stops feeling like busy work and start reinforcing your credibility and becomes an asset that keeps paying you back. Most YouTube advice tells you to obsess over titles, thumbnails in the first 30 seconds. But if that layer alone worked, wouldn't growth feel less random by now? Here's the cycle most founders get stuck in. You spend an hour tweaking a title, you test thumbnails, you sharpen the hook until it sounds right. The video performs fine, sometimes even better than the last one, but nothing carries forward. The next upload still feels like starting over, because the work only improved that one video, not the system behind it. Subscribers don't stack, momentum doesn't compound. That's when YouTube stops feeling like leverage and starts feeling like a slot machine, because surface level optimization only answers one question: will someone click? It never answers the more dangerous one: why would they trust you enough to come back? You can improve click-through rate and still stall. You can chase spikes without building gravity. You can look busy while quietly plateauing. And if you're a founder who understands leverage elsewhere, that mismatch starts to feel intolerable. If all you optimize is titles, thumbnails, and your hook, your channel will stall, because those things decide who walks in, not who stays or comes back. So if surface level optimization isn't enough, what is it actually doing? Think of your title and thumbnail like the outside of a restaurant. A clean storefront creates curiosity. A good sign sets expectation. A menu in the window gets people inside. But none of that determines whether the meal is worth paying for. If the food disappoints, the service drags, or the experience feels off, no amount of exterior polish saves it, and YouTube works the same way. The outside earns attention, the inside earns trust, and disappointment is remembered longer than novelty. Even if viewers don't articulate it, every video leaves them with an answer to one question: was this worth my time? Titles, thumbnails, and the hook get people through the door, but they don't determine whether the experience was actually worth it. Once someone clicks, the question shifts immediately. It's no longer, should I watch? It's, is this going somewhere? From the first minute onward, viewers are subconsciously tracking. Is this delivering what I expected? Is this easy to follow? Does this feel intentional? If the structure is fuzzy, they feel it. If the pacing drags, value feels diluted. If expectations aren't met early, trust erodes fast. This is why retention isn't about tricks, it's about friction. The more mental effort your video requires to follow, the faster viewers starts looking for a reason to exit. After the click, growth is determined by whether the video delivers on expectations, maintains clear pacing, and feels effortless to follow, because friction kills watch time. Retention isn't just a metric, it's conditioning. Every video trains the viewer what it feels like to watch you. A clear, satisfying video makes the next click feel safe. A frustrating one adds hesitation. Even if the topic is good, that hesitation compounds silently. Trust builds across videos. Skepticism does too. That's why two creators can upload similar titles, but only one feels like a safe click. Retention doesn't just affect one video, it trains viewers how much trust to place in your channel the next time YouTube shows them your content. Even with solid retention, some videos disappear the moment they end. Others linger, not because they were flashy, but because they resolve something. Viewers notice when a video actually lands, when the core idea closes cleanly, when the experience feels complete instead of cut short. That satisfaction increases recognition later. Recognition lowers friction, and familiarity slowly turns into preference. This is the layer most creators skip because it's harder to measure, but it's the one that quietly decides whether a channel is forgettable or trusted. A video that feels satisfying and memorable increases the odds that viewers recognize, remember, and choose your channel again. Zoom out for a second. Growth stops looking like a metric problem and starts looking like a system problem. Interest earns the click. Engagement holds attention, but neither one creates loyalty on its own. Satisfaction is what turns viewers into returners. When these are treated as separate optimization, effort leaks. You work harder. You get short-term wins, but nothing stacks. When they're designed to reinforce each other, momentum compounds. That's the difference between channels that grind and channels that build gravity. Real channel growth doesn't come from optimizing interest, engagement, or satisfaction in isolation. It comes from stacking them. So every video makes the next one easier to click, easier to trust, and easier to finish. Most creators think growth means constantly reaching to new people, but new viewers are expensive. Existing viewers are already warm. Familiarity reduces friction. Improvement signals credibility. Stagnation breaks trust faster than obscurity. Channels don't stall because they stop reaching new people. They stall because returning viewers stops feeling rewarded for choosing them again. Growth doesn't come from chasing new people forever. It comes from improving, varying, and innovating enough that your existing audience stays interested over time.